Also tonight, 1 week into the government shutdown and still no sign of an agreement. The focus is funding the government without delaying or defunding the Affordable Care Act. But today, the Pentagon brought back hundreds of thousands of furloughed employees. That includes workers at the Norfolk Naval Shipyard, that is, in Portsmouth. And 10 on your sides, Liz Palka caught up with some of those employees today. Liz?
Nicole, more than 3,000 people headed back through the shipyard gates early this morning. Of course, a portion of the workers were furloughed and still had to go to work last week, and they tell us they're glad to have the entire force back.
Norfolk Naval Shipyard is returning to normal operations as a first shift Monday, 7 October.
Norfolk Naval Shipyard workers heard that message, then returned to work before the sun was even up this morning, just like they did before they were furloughed.
I was surprised this moment they said come out to work.
Although the government shutdown continues, all shipyard employees are now accepted from the furlough.
Really, with 40% of the shipyard gone, you kind of feel like you work 40% harder, but again, you just got to get it done.
John Hill was exempt. That means he was still working hard last week.
I got to do what's best for my family, and it's right here.
It wasn't easy.
It's harder because a lot of the support was furloughed. Harder to get materials. There's just less people that are able to help you do your job.
The shipyard was missing longtime workers like Emmett Warren. He has 34 years under his belt.
Well, we're kind of crazy not going in. I've been going so long.
He admits he was more worried about some of his younger colleagues.
Well, I feel good for them too, because some of them didn't have no income coming in. I did have some income coming in, but I still enjoy working.
The good news, shipyard workers will get paid. The House passed a back pay bill over the weekend. Now the Senate needs to vote on it. The bad news, most families have their own financial problems to worry about.
Eventually I'll get paid. Just the hard part is that the mortgage company doesn't take IOUs.
And while many civilians have returned to work, not all are back on the job here in Hampton Roads. Coming up at 6, I'll introduce you to a Coast Guard civilian who just got the call. He can go back. But up until about an hour ago, he didn't know what the next days or weeks would hold. I'll tell you why he's heading back at 6.